What if a job that you showed up to every day, the one that pays your bills and helps keeps the lights on, never makes you rich at all? I mean, will a 9 to 5 job make you rich? And if you're someone who thinks that that's possible, then I'm going to tell you right now, no, you're living in a fantasy world. You know, Jobs are great and security and stability are nice, but the overall purpose of a job is, I think, to help support, your living expenses and so forth, but it ultimately does not lead to freedom. And I think that's one of the biggest problems and that a lot of people have that work jobs. And I've come to the realization, and I understood this a long time ago, that, working for someone else will never make you wealthy. You know, that's a fact. And so I want to talk more about that and really shift away from that employee mindset and really go into one that will help you achieve more freedom. And you can do that by, building wealth and doing other things. So I have been in the corporate world for more than a decade, and, you know, I get the occasional raise and the promotion like everyone else does. And, you go about it and it's like, hey, that's great. Get a little pay bump every year, and maybe your benefits will get better and so forth, and maybe you'll get that promotion one day. But what I found over time is that mm, maybe that's just not the best thing to do. It's not the best opportunity, and it's only gonna, keep you stagnated in not only your career growth but your personal development. And so one day, I'm sitting at my job, and this was a long time ago. We're going back to 7 or 8 years ago, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling very unhappy. I'm not satisfied, and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and so forth. And that hit me a lot. No matter how much you climb the corporate ladder, or how much of a pay raise you'll get, understand that at the end of the day, that job will never get you to the level of freedom that you want. And you know, a slow, steady paycheck is nice, but that is not the best path to wealth. And if you're someone who is grinding the 9 to 5 right now, and deep down you're thinking of that quiet thought, it's like, could I be doing something better, or is there something better that I could be doing besides sitting in a cubicle under fluorescent lights all day? I mean, really, when you think about it, I see a lot of people go to their boring office jobs, and they sit and do their work quietly and do all this stuff, but they're quietly rotting, for lack of a better term, and they're wasting their most precious resource, which is time. And I won't get into the whole time aspect here. I mean, I'm a true believer in preserving time and so forth and using it to your advantage. That'll be for a separate video, but you are wasting time at a job that you don't enjoy. And when you have those moments when you're sitting at your office job or whatever you do, those are depressing moments, but the moments that you start to realize that you can be doing something better and you want to work towards uh, that better path and take action, then that's freeing. And it was near the end of the decade in 2018 and 2019 when I started to uh, build a better path and so forth. It pushed me to focus on, working on my passions. I've done things like blogging and other online business adventures. Although they weren't massively successful, I did very well in them, and I think it was something that I enjoyed. I don't do much of it today. I still do YouTube videos like this, but I do stuff like serious wealth building, whether that's trading the markets, or I'm doing stuff that makes me passionate. Right now I'm currently writing a rough draft for a book that I would like to publish next year. So, that's something that I enjoy doing, and I love writing altogether. More on the book details later on, once I finalize that stuff, but this is stuff that I enjoy doing. So, and really, for men our age, we've been sold the idea that a good job plus hard work equals potential wealth someday. But most of us are starting to see that's not how it works anymore. And corporate jobs do give you stability, but they rarely give you the kind of growth that leads to real freedom before you're in your 40s. And realizing this early on, it's probably one of the best things that can happen to you, and it can be a gift as well. It lets you stay employed for that paycheck while you quietly build something better on the side. So here's some key takeaways. First one is that a job is designed to pay you, but not to make you rich. It's built for the company's benefit, not yours. Understand that right now. When you work for someone, understand that you are not getting a lot of the benefits. You are benefiting your employer, and you're building someone else's dream when you could be setting a little time each day to build your own dreams, build something for yourself. And raises and promotions have those limits. And I mean, you can't simply go to your boss one day and ask them to raise your pay by like 50%. I mean, if you do, I mean, good luck. I mean, your boss will laugh at you, and you can convince them, but it's very highly unlikely you're going to get a significant pay raise. And number two, waiting for the job to quote get better just keeps you stuck. And I thought about this early on, and I'm like, you know what? This ain't working. So the longer you wait, the more time and freedom that you lose. And then the third one is that the day you realize this, when you start to think, could I be doing something better? Is the day you start building your own path. And that alone is liberating, and it's awesome. So use that steady paycheck as a rocket fuel for whatever you want to do, whether it's starting a business, if you want to invest or trade in the market, and build that escape plan instead of hoping that the job will magically change. Because there are a lot of people out there who think like they think that their job is going to get better, or they're hoping that that next promotion will be the golden ticket to freedom. Let me tell you right now, that's all hogwash. It's all fantasy. It's a lie. Get over it. It's not what you think. So understand that it's not working in your favor. And you really have to take that step out and really ask yourself, do I really want to stay at this job? And if you don't, then you need to start working on an escape plan. And don't just talk about it, take action. Most people are good at talking about what they want, or they say that they're going to do something. But far too often, a lot of them fall short on taking action, doing the work. Because I'm telling you, if you write down what you want to do and you take action and you build that path toward a better life, then most likely you're going to do very well by taking action. So, really, taking action is extremely important when you're trying to, uh, you know, get on a better path to life. So, keep that in mind. But yeah, that one day I realized my job would never make me rich. Was a turning point, and it can be a very big turning point for you as well if you uh, take the time to open up your mind and you create an action plan, to get out of it. And you know, it stopped me from waiting, and just it got me started on the path to actually building wealth on my own terms. You want to do something that is going to make you happy, it'll make you more fulfilled, and do stuff on your own time. You know, do stuff that inspires you, that energizes you. And work on those passion projects. So, hey, I just want to say you got this. If you're someone who wants a change in your life, then understanding that realization can be a big thing. And I know me talking about it can be heavy at first, but you spending the time watching this video, it's just the start of real freedom. And it can really be a life-changing moment when you have that moment of realization. So, now, if this is something that you're interested in and you want to dive into this topic, then I encourage you to check out one of my latest ebooks called Three Paths, Three Prisons, Freedom or Indentured Servitude. In this book, I go over some of the most common paths that uh, people, or specifically young adults, will go into. And afterwards, I provide another alternative that you can take, one that is far more fulfilling, and it can be lucrative in the long run, and I think can be a life-changing opportunity for you. So if that interests you, be sure to check out my ebook by clicking on the link in the video description, or you can wait until the end of the video to scan the QR code. And once you get there, you can sign up for my email list and you will grab a free copy of that ebook. So check it out in the video description, and that's all I got for now. Let me know your thoughts, or if you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'd like to hear some of your thoughts. You know, are you working a job where you feel like it's just not getting you anywhere, or you've come to the realization that, hey, it's not going to make me rich, so why not just look at other alternatives? Are you looking to create an escape plan, or are you taking action to get out of that job that you don't want? If so, leave your thoughts and comments below, and I look forward to reading them, and I will gladly love to start a discussion if possible. So, but that's all I got for now. So until next time, peace.